So, what do you do when you have a bolt that needs a 180 foot-pound torque spec and your torque wrench only goes up to 150 foot-pounds? Well, I'll tell you what we've come up with. It involves a breaker bar, a large piece of pipe, which is setting over there, and a fishing scale that goes up to 50 pounds. Check this out. So the first step is we take our long piece of pipe here, which is approximately 4 feet, but it's important to know the exact length, and we take our breaker bar, no surprise, stick it in the end, and what we want to do is we want to measure from the pivot of our socket head here to the end of the rod where we are going to be pulling on the bolt. We need to know our lever arm in order to correctly tighten our bolt. Wow! It turns out that with the socket in the end, or with the breaker bar in the end, this bar is exactly 4 feet long. Would never have guessed. So torque is the force times the perpendicular lever arm D, which in this case is 4 feet. So in order to find our 180 foot-pounds of torque, what we are going to do is we're going to take 180 foot-pounds and we are going to divide it by our lever arm of 4 feet. 180 foot-pounds divided by 4 feet is equal to 45 pounds. And that is the reading we are going to pull on our fish scale. Now it's important when doing this to make sure that the force applied at the end of our fish scale, which will hook into the end like this, must be applied at 90 degrees, or your reading will be off. See, 180 foot-pounds. Now I'm sure most of you have done this part before. Anti-seize compound, which is provided in the kit. Overdo it. There's almost no such thing as too much anti-seize. It's great stuff. There we go. Nice and coated. This is the least disgusting stuff I've had on my hands all day. So I got it started with a normal ratchet. There's technically no reason you couldn't use the ratchet in a pipe if you have a long enough pipe, but even feeling this ratchet, I feel like we might have done that before. It's not the greatest feeling thing around anymore, so don't do that. Breaker bars, much safer. Another nice note when doing something like this, use nice, heavy, thick wall pipe. This actually came from a pipe bender sitting in the basement that was not in use, so it was convenient. So for everyone wondering how I got the harmonic balancer off in the first place, take some time, spend about an hour or so making one of these plates. Those match up with the harmonic balancer, and that's enough for the shaft. This was the only way to get the harmonic balancer bolt out. I spent 4 hours on trying other ways. Let's do this. That'll flex out of the way.
Ready? You, all right. Next increment.
There it is.
I'm about to hit the radiator or hose again, aren't I?
35, 40, 45.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
See, that wasn't so bad. Nothing to it. Though it is a two-person job, so I highly recommend you have help. It's a little dark, but if you look down there where the flashlight's pointed, you can see my my engine stop. It is up against the cross member. So it's nice and strong, bolted in with the harmonic balancer bolts, and it is torqued to spec. So thanks for watching. I hope you found this helpful. We had to come up with this when I was doing the power steering box, which also requires 180 foot-pounds. So when you don't have a torque wrench big enough, torque wrenches that are that strong are very expensive. This is a much cheaper idea, but it is quite effective. Hope you found it helpful.